Welcome once again to Raw Boxing TV. My name is Ranger, to make that clear. And the reason I say to make that clear is because yesterday I received a comment saying that I was fake, that I wasn't an Army Ranger. Well, just to make it clear to that viewer or subscriber, that's just my name. Doesn't mean I'm a Ranger for the Army or anything like that. Got it? Alright, let's go ahead and talk about some boxing, which is what we're here for. Obviously, you know, I've been out for a little bit. I'm trying to get back into the boxing thing. So I was just watching the interview of, actually, matter of fact, a couple of days ago, not just now, the interview that Manny Pacquiao and Brandon Rios did in ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. And, you know, I have to tell you one thing in particular here that bothered me. What bothered me the most is that they're overlooking Brandon Rios. First of all, you know, Pacquiao is coming out of 2 consecutive defeats. One of them by a devastating knockout, which is probably still taking a little nap on. Rios is coming out of 1 regular defeat. A fight that anybody can lose the way he did. And it bothered me a lot to see how they disrespected Brandon Rios by keep carrying a conversation with Pacquiao about what a fight would be with Mayweather Jr. You know, guys, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have a fighter that is still loved by many, and the ones that fit under those many category, most of them don't even know boxing. But this is what shocked me the most. You see, Brandon Rios is one of the most exciting fighters in the world, period. He may not be technical, but he goes at it, and people love that. You know? Rios is coming out of 1 defeat. Pacquiao's coming out of, actually, let's make it clearer, 3 defeats, because he lost the last one versus he lost versus Marquez. They gave it to him. Then he fought Bradley. He lost that one. Then Marquez knocked him out. I just couldn't stand to, I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this 2 professional reporters go at it, and it's like Rios wasn't even there. It's like the main focus was Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. And if they don't be careful, that can come back to bite them in the butt. After all, Pacquiao, yes, I do think Pacquiao will beat Rios. But if you don't take an opponent serious, no matter how much faster or how much more skills do you have more than that opponent, it may come back to bite you in the rear end. And I mean, I need to point something out that I thought it was amazing. You know, we have Rios, who is a Mexican descendant fighter, who has a slugging style, who can take a shot, give a shot, who don't give a crap if you're hitting him. He's coming forward and giving it to you. And when he's asked who would have won, Rios, a Mexican fighter, was honest enough to say the truth that a lot of the YouTube people have been saying. Mayweather will beat Pacquiao. Mayweather will beat Canelo Alvarez. Well, Mayweather runs like a chicken, so they say. How is he running? How is he running? He said, all he does is gets out of the way and stays in the pockets from time to time. Versus Cotto, he didn't run. He was just getting out the way, got hit himself a couple of times, and beat Cotto. Versus Guerrero, he didn't run. He was just ducking under the punches and getting out the way, and he would come right back and hitting Guerrero. You see, guys, the thing is that even these boxers who are not technical recognize skills. Unlike the ignorance in YouTube, when things don't go their way, they act like girls on PMS. Unfortunately, that's the truth. If I got one advice to say to the Pacquiao fans, is go ahead and start tweeting Pacquiao and tell him to put his focus on Brandon Rios and not on Mayweather. Because if his focus leans towards the wrong fighter, then what's going to happen is he's going to realize it too late once he's already in the ring with the other fighter. And Brandon Rios might pull him out of there. Focus in Brandon Rios. I think we need to respect Brandon Rios a little more. I mean, I've never seen an exciting fighter being ignored the way he was. I mean, all the focus was on the nice guy, Manny Pacquiao. And I'm sure he is. This is nothing against personality. This is all to do with having the same level of respect for both fighters. And if there was, a standard of victories or defeats by which they could have measured respect, then all the respect should have gone to Rios, who's only lost once. And who's coming out of, 2 victories, 1 defeat out of his last 3. Unlike Pacquiao, who's coming out of really, really and truly 3 straight defeats. Because like I said, he lost to Juan Manuel Marquez and they gave it to Pacquiao. He fought Bradley and he lost. Then he came back to Juan Manuel Marquez. And Juan Manuel Marquez, well, Lucho. Yeah, Juan Manuel Marquez dropped him. And we'll put him to sleep, as a matter of fact. And my advice to Pacquiao and the Pactards, and not just the Pactards, but the real Pacquiao fans, is tweet him. Tell him to focus on Brandon Rios. As of now, my prediction still stands. Pacquiao beats Rios. But if Pacquiao does not focus in the main objective, that's all she wrote. That's it for now. Drop your comments and subscribe.